Forgotten Bitcoin passwords.
Okay, so I was wrong about the number. Apparently, so this is why I was laughing earlier when Doc was talking. I wasn't trying to be rude. So I was reading the New York Times article, and so the forgotten Bitcoin passwords worth an estimated 140 billion.
140? That's
Bitcoin
way worse than what
owners
you said
are getting
earlier.
rich because the cryptocurrency has soared, but an estimated 140 billion, around 20% of the existing 18.5 billion, trillion or whatever, appears to be lost in otherwise stranded wallets. And then so look at this picture, right, of the guy. So I seen that picture first, and I never really like read up on it. Can you see the picture? You see him?
Yeah, it's just like a sad white guy.
Yeah.
From the
So
distance,
I was like, yo,
fuck,
they
I'm
just
out
put.
100
I was like, oh, they just put
mil.
some right. So I thought that was hilarious, and then I read the first tweet under it. Stephen Thomas has 2 guesses left to figure out a password that is worth about 220 million.
Oh,
He is one of the
gosh.
many people who are locked out of their Bitcoin. funds.
No.
He has 2 guesses left.
No. Oh.
Could you imagine? I hope that's him
That
on
man
their
is going
front page.
insane. That man is going insane. You walk into his
my
fucking
God.
apartment, and there's just numbers written on the walls where he's just he sits. Oh,
He's like
no.
200.
There's got to be a way to recover those
No, they have
accounts,
to do
dude.
better.
There's got to be a
They
way.
have
There's
They
to
no-
lock him up, bro. They
That's
lock
it.
him up. I got a book, man. I read that shit. They lock that thing is locked
It's
up.
gone.
That's why it's such a big deal, man.
I've lost.
It-
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You got a
In
Bitcoin, Doc?
2013,
Oh, I don't have a Bitcoin. No,
in
I have a book.
2013, I bought a whole bit, and it was $273. In 2018, it peaked out and sold for $20K at the top, and now it's somewhere around 36 or some crazy number now. But that's when it really jumped because it went from 200. It stabilized around $600, $700. I was still buying them, but I had lost my original wallet.
Mm-hmm.
There's 140K somewhere.
Damn, dude, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, they seal off, bro. Like
There's a whole bit.
Some people have tried making banks and stuff like that are like backdoor accessible so that you can get to them.
Mm-hmm.
But that defeats the purpose of the Bitcoin. The
whole-
whole purpose
defeat
is
the
that
whole
nobody can
purpose.
get to it except for you, and there's only a set number that will ever be created in existence, and that's what gives it its value, and that's why they trade it. And that's why the government can't like regulate it and all that stuff like that.
100% correct. So that shit, I will always remember that. And I bought a whole bit, Gene.
Nice.
So you was able to buy weed with bits back in the day. You get it shipped. So
Dude, one of the guys in the book I'm referencing, he used to buy pizza with it. He would order pizzas with a Bitcoin when it was like dirt cheap.
mm-hmm.
And then now he went back and he did the math of what it's currently worth and how many people he got like 20 pizzas or something like that. And then he was like, dude, that was like $6 million.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
if I just
easily.
held on to the Bitcoin instead of getting pizza like 5
Easily.
times.
In weed, I've probably spent $1 million now in current on bit. I'd much rather have that $1 million.
Yeah, I wish I invested.
It's just so
Remember, I used to talk
scary
to you
though,
about it.
dude.
Everyone who has Bitcoin right now is probably just like, yeah.
I used to talk to you about it.
Yeah, I remember.
It's just
I
so
remember.
scary though, man. It's so
You even
volatile.
told me to
like one
invest.
day it's worth a bunch of money, and one day it's not, and some days it just goes back up to
It fluctuates. Yep. But the key, I think, honestly speaking, is treating Bitcoin like a 401k.
Oh.
So instead of like investing large lump sums, what I do is I have a keep the change thing, but I transfer that keep the change into Bit. And so I'm up to like I think $400 or $500, and that's within maybe a week or two. And it fluctuated a lot this past couple weeks. So like when I finally checked it, it was at like $500. But in cash value, I probably only put like $100 in there. So I think that's the best way to just hope you know what I'm saying? They invest it properly, and goddamn, ride the wave.
Probably should watch some other YouTube videos on this, but I wonder if it's too late to get into Bitcoin.
No, it's not too late. There's a fluctuation. Every time it goes down, there's a mass fluctuation into it. But there's other cryptocurrencies like Litecoin, which it's not a little bit more stable, I wouldn't say, but it follows the Bitcoin trajectory pretty much. I remember when Litecoin first came,
it does a
was
lot.
$15, $13 a coin.
So with Bitcoin, it's actually like just the most famous one.
Mm-hmm.
But now that there's so many different
There's
versions of
so
it, and
many.
there's new features and stuff like that. Like smart contracts is crazy. So smart contract is you can literally program the money to do something for you. So let's say me and John bet on like a Bengals versus Rams game,
Mm-hmm.
and we write into the smart contract that the moment that the Bengals win, John wins the pool.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as the game ends, the computer searches Google, sees who won, sends it to John. I cannot do anything. I cannot stop that money from transferring. So I can never be like, nah, I'm not gonna give it to you. They cheated. Nah, it's instantly in his bank.
The one of the original uses of Bitcoin was to gamble.
Yeah.
Literally, because gambling is illegal in most states.
And the crazy thing too is you can't counterfeit it either, man. Because what they do is they create a particular charge of electricity, and that is the currency.
Oh, really?
You can't recreate that. Like, well, the newer ones, like the newer altcoins and stuff like that, like you can't replicate a duplicate of this particular charge of electricity, the joule. It's literally just like its own. It's like a snowflake, and then you just have like 150 million of them, and then you just give them away. So there's no possible way of counterfeiting.
You know, a scary thing that's happening. So I won't give their location. There's a farmer's market I went to, right? And I seen their forms of method of payment, and they had cash, Visa, MasterCard. And then they had, I forgot the name of it, so I don't want to look it up, but they had Chinese Bitcoin.
Really?
And that's not taxable in America. So China would actually be getting taxes on their business here.
And that's an issue.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That's very scary. So then now we'd have to really reconsider like taxes and how business models, like international models, how we do tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the business can operate, that's just.
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
We're already at like an hour.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, the whole government wants to. If you were to introduce Bitcoin, you'd have to flip the entire economy upside down and rebuild it from the ground up and stuff like that. And it's gonna be the future. I think that form of currency of the like electrical like independent thing is going to be the future of money. But we'll see how it gets there.
Hey, thanks for watching a clip of Fake Deep Thinking. If you like what you heard, be sure to subscribe, like the clip, leave a comment, and check out our page for more content. Full episodes of Fake Deep Thinking are released every Friday on Podbean, iTunes, and Spotify. Peace.